the thing. Can I say something? Promise you're not gonna get mad. Oh, hey guys. Long time no see. I'm here today with Lala. What time is it? Just turned 1 a.m. That's right. I feel like I'm just the most chatty at night, so this kind of just makes the most sense for me at this very moment. I'm a little bit distracted by the fact that I'm petting Lala right now, but she will be really upset if I don't, so I'm sure you can understand I'm a little bit of a conundrum. Have I quit YouTube? Gosh, what a great question. This little guy is the ultimate distraction. How many people have been asking me that question? I don't know. I can't even remember the last time I uploaded a video. So I figured maybe the best video to come back would be to just kind of chat a little bit to you. Let me tell you something that I've realized now that we're here just talking. I don't think I'm as good as talking to a camera as I am talking in person. I mean, that's an obvious one, but I also feel like a lot of other people are so much better at talking to a camera. I don't know what it is. As soon as the camera turns on, something in me like freezes. Like my brain just like stops turning. I hate being in other people's videos because of it. If you saw the uncut video, I mean, it's mostly just like, I'm mostly just cutting out like I'm literally just sitting there like that because I'm like so awkward in front of a camera. And I always thought when I first started YouTube that eventually I would get better at doing that, but I kind of haven't. Like, I'm kind of just not really that much better. But I am at my most chatty, which is a great start. I have my little notes in this little corner. They're actually so tiny, so mama's gonna be squinting. But now that I'm looking over them, I'm gonna put a little trigger warning for like mental health and such. I don't really know what I'm gonna dive into because it's such a like free, like vibey kind of video. Like I'm kind of just here having a little chat, having a little talk. So I can't guarantee what I'm gonna talk about, but if you're a little bit sensitive about like sensitive topics, sorry it's so vague, but I mean this is the disclaimer that you have. So please take it, and maybe I'll find you in a different video. Who knows anymore? Who knows anymore what videos are coming? But let's start with the simplest thing, which I've written: algorithm scares me and is always yelling at me. Why is the algorithm always yelling at me? And what I mean by that is, have you ever, like, I don't know if you guys upload videos and stuff, but if you do, you go into YouTube Studio and it's like, worst video yet. No one likes you anymore. And I hate that. I've never been much of a, sorry, there's like a cat hair on my lip. I've never been much of like a, like I always have liked to just like throw out a video, like I upload what I want to upload. Like I'm not here like, what's the algorithm gonna want? I'm not a Mr. Beast, okay? I'm very much not a Mr. Beast. I think thinking like that would scare me, and I think it's kind of gone in that direction on YouTube where like you have to think like that, otherwise you're just like not getting any results. And I've never particularly minded because I'll kind of just throw out a video and then I just like won't really pay attention. But then if I even want to like reply to like people's comments or whatever, I have to open the YouTube Studio app and it's like 9 out of 10 worst video ever, and it's like I don't know when that happened. When did that start? Gosh, it was like a few years ago. Immediately ruined the YouTube experience for me. And you know what's never had that? TikTok. Yeah, if I upload a TikTok and it gets like 10,000 views, I just move on with my life. No one's yelling at me. Because I have a lot of people who are like almost personally offended that I've been moving on to TikTok. But it's actually, I mean, it's mainly because of that, because also I feel like YouTube punishes you a little bit more for not uploading as regularly, which sucks so bad. Whereas I feel like whenever I re-upload on TikTok, like even if it's been months, like it just picks up. It just picks right back up. I feel like TikTok gives me a little bit more of a chance. If you can hear noises, that's just my cat, so don't worry about it. And then on top of the YouTube algorithm just generally being a bit mean, I do prefer making short form content. Can you guys hear Yasa in the back playing video games? Sorry, everything is distracting me. I prefer making short form content. Oh my gosh, this is not my brain being fried from short form content, by the way. I don't consume so much short form content. Actually, my favorite kind of videos are like really long. Have you guys seen that guy who makes videos that are like the history of rice? And I'm like, yeah, tell me the history of rice. I've been obsessed with that guy's video. I watched his video on the history of tea today. It's so interesting. Yeah, too much pressure to film too long. So you really can't upload a video that's less than 8 minutes on YouTube, because if it's less than 8 minutes, then it can't be monetized. And if it can't be monetized, then YouTube has absolutely no incentive to push your videos. And it's not even like push your videos to like people who are like new fans or whatever. It won't even show my videos to my subscribers. I literally have people who have like notifications on and they're like, I didn't get a notification that you posted. And this is not even like I post longer than 8 minutes. The point is, I just don't feel like YouTube and I mesh so well as far as platform and creator go. Like I like to be a little bit more like chill. Like I post when I post. Like if you don't post like weekly and you're not like, you know, one video flops, the next one is certainly gonna flop as well. I just don't mesh with it. Whereas on TikTok, I can post and like if I do badly, I still get the same kind of views as I do on YouTube, and it's like whatever, and it just won't have been pushed onto the For You page. So basically my followers will still see what I posted, which in the end is that not what I want. That is what I want. But then also I am like so busy that I can't even think about like getting out of camera and being like, hey guys, so right now I'm doing this. So the short form content is just so much easier for me because I can kind of just like get like 2 seconds here, 2 seconds there, and then in the end I just kind of clip it together. And I'm not always chatty like this, by the way. I'm very chatty right now, but you know, 10 a.m. me, not very chatty. It's kind of like as the day goes on, I get more and more chatty, and especially when I'm like really in the zone, like when I'm working, like I'm just really not that talkative, and so it's so much easier for me to have little clips that I kind of edit together, and then I can do a voiceover when I actually do feel like talking. I don't think I could do that for 8 minutes. I have had some TikTok videos that ended up being quite long, but they weren't long because I was trying to make them long. They just turned out to be long, which is something that I would prefer. Like I prefer content just kind of naturally being the length that it is. Like I didn't have to make it a certain length, and the thing is most of my videos, they end up like way longer anyway, but that's like me like spending all day being like, okay, I need to say something more, like I need to do this, I need to do that, just so that I can have like a longer video, and I just don't like that. My goodness, do you guys see this? There's an evil boy in my curtains. So especially these days, like my life is kind of just like, I'm a brand owner. I don't know if you know this. Why are you here if you don't know this? I'm a brand owner. And so I'm like just doing boring work all day, and it's really hard for me to be like, okay, I'm gonna now like vlog this, like I'm gonna film this, oh I need to get a thumbnail photo. It's kind of like its own job, do you know what I mean? Like I'm kind of already doing this side. I don't know, like maybe if I had someone who's like following me around and filming me, but I'm just not that dedicated to the craft, you guys. I'm not that dedicated to the craft. On top of that, it's also really hard to find the time to edit, and like on top of all of this, here is the thing. Can I say something? Promise you're not gonna get mad. I have nothing left to say about Japan. Yeah, nothing left to say. I feel like anything there is to say has been well and truly said. I feel like I've been beating that dead horse for a hot minute now. I couldn't even think about what to film if it's like related to Japan. And then like for a while I was trying to film like kind of like my brand content, kind of how I do it on TikTok and putting it on YouTube, and I get comments from people being like, we don't want this. Like, can you go and to like a cafe in Japan? So it's kind of like, listen, if you want the content, there is content of like my life. I just don't know if that's the content that you want. And if you don't want it, then what am I doing filming it? You know what I mean? I actually did film 2 vlogs recently. We got a new office, and I'm kind of like going in and out of the office, and I'm there with my team doing this and that, mostly fittings, because fittings are just like the most interesting. A lot of the time it's just kind of paperwork, like not paperwork, but like I'm just sitting there like emailing manufacturers and stuff, so it's not like that interesting. It's not interesting enough to film, but like fitting days and stuff, they're kind of interesting because there's like a lot of people coming. Oh my gosh, those days, knock me out, okay, because there's so many people and it's like goes on for so long, and there's just so much like physical work, like helping the models get changed and this and that. Anyway, the point is, I don't really know if the content that I can provide for you is what you would want from me. I'm gonna continue with the controversy, with the controversial points. I feel like you can't say anything anymore. I actually have an example written down. I wrote about Nick Jonas. I watched a video. I don't know why I got so many Jonas Brothers videos lately. Is that just my algorithm, or are you guys getting those too? I don't, maybe it's me. Did you guys see that Demi Lovato went on stage with the Jonas Brothers? That was very exciting. That's not the point. The point is, I watched a video where they were like interviewing Nick Jonas, and they were like, what's your like opinion about like New York City or something like that? I don't know. And then he said, I think that the subway should be free for tax-paying citizens. And here's how I thought of it, okay? Sorry, my cats are so distracting. He found like a bag that I used for shoes for a shoot earlier, and he's like cramming himself into it. Here's how I thought of it. I thought he was basically saying, we've already paid the taxes, so why are we now paying for the trains? But all the comments were people being like, tax-paying citizens? Like, what are you talking about? I don't know if my point is coming across the way I wanted to. My point is, I feel like people are so quick to have like the worst faith interpretations of everything you say, and it's just not fun to talk when you're thinking like, who's gonna get offended by this? Even now I'm like talking and I'm like, people are gonna get so mad at me for this. And here's the thing, you guys, okay? I feel like in order to be a successful personality on the internet, you have to be someone who thrives on attention, whether it's negative, whether it's positive. I don't. I get so stressed out by too much attention, just in general. Like, I can't read comments on anything after it's left my main audience. That means that I literally will read like TikTok comments like for like the first like half a day, and then after that I'm like, whatever is like left to the TikTok gods. Like, I will not go back on my YouTube videos and read the comments. I can't do it because there's just like so much happening. And like, not only is it just generally overwhelming to have so much attention on you all the time, but on top of that, people are like constantly trying to catch you out. I wrote that I'm finding myself avoiding things that overstimulate me, and certainly the internet is so overstimulating. You may have noticed that I deleted my Twitter like, gosh, was it like a year ago? Was it 2 years ago? I don't remember. I did delete my Twitter. I deleted my Twitter twice. I deleted my Twitter, then I remade a Twitter. The point is, I found myself like on top of like always trying to be 2 steps ahead of the worst interpretations of anything you could possibly say, and then still somehow getting it wrong. It was also just like super overstimulating to have like so much attention all at once. Does that make sense? I really don't want to offend anyone. I'm kind of just talking about like how I've been like thinking and how things have been processing in my mind, if that makes sense. And then I feel like when I'm overstimulated like that, I'm also not the best version of myself. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm a little bit like snappier and I'm a little bit less patient, and I don't like that version of myself. And like, as a way to kind of control how much of this kind of attention I'm getting, I'm finding that it's better and better for me to share less about my personal life. I mean, also, I'm like 27 now, and when I started YouTube I was 17, so it's been 10 years, and you can imagine how different your life is when you're 17 and when you're 27. And it's just more and more that I'm like, okay, like maybe I need to take a little bit of a step back. I don't know how creators like Trisha Paytas and stuff do it. I don't know how they do it. I really don't. My mental health could not handle that. Wait, should we move on to my mental health? Okay. Oh, this is what I wrote. I noticed this a few months ago. For years and years and years and years, I have internalized and therefore started to fully, wholly believe that I am inherently unlikable. And I didn't even realize that I felt this way until I kind of posted about it on like a close friend story. Because these days, you guys, I post everything on close friends, okay? Because at least my friends give me grace. And I want to say, actually, can we just take a minute? I want to say that I actually have an amazing audience, and like, if you're watching this, you're probably one of those people, and I've met so many of you. I've met you at Dokami, I've met you at Anime, so everyone is so nice. I love that I have like a 70% like female audience. People are so respectful, people are so kind. That's why I can read things like when it's still within my circles, but people really just take things too far outside of that. Do you know what I mean? My point is, I posted on my close friend story, and I was like, oh yeah, you know, because I'm just like inherently unlikable. And then my friend Claire replied, and she was like, what are you talking about? Like, you're so likable. Like, so many people like you. I've never met anyone who has anything bad to say about you. Because obviously we're like in the same like circles and stuff. And then I took a step back and I'm like, wait, why do I think I'm so unlikable? And I think the thing is, and this is so complicated, and I don't know how much of this I should really even dive into. I've been posting on YouTube since I was 17. And you can imagine how much you grow from being 17 and like freshly moving to a new country, to then being in language school, to then being in fashion school. And there was a time when I was just like a YouTuber, and that was like around COVID, and then starting my own brand. Like, you can imagine through each of these stages how different I am and how different my life is. But someone, a hypothetical person, will have only seen me when I was 17, and they forever carry that image of me. But it's not just that. It's like, there are so many things in my life where I'm like, you know what, maybe I could have handled that better. Like, maybe I could have phrased that better. And like, I live and I learn and I grow, and like, you learn from it. That's how you grow. You're not born as like a perfect being who like knows how to be a human. You learn through your experiences. And like, a big part of my growth was like moving to a different country and like being in such a different environment, and then being thrown into being an influencer, which was so crazy. But it can be hard to move on from your past and any of your mistakes when people are really holding on to it and like never letting go. And it's so crazy because there'll be a lot of things where like we've made amends, like we've moved forward, but like the internet hasn't. And like, I really can't pay too much attention to this, but there are so many times, and I'm gonna say this example. I don't know if it's a good idea or not, but I'm gonna say this example. You guys saw when I got my nose job, they posted like a reel about me or something, and then the comments were like so crazy, and like I couldn't continue reading, but what I did see was so crazy. People were being like, yeah, like she's like fine or whatever, but she was in the group chat where she was like talking shit about like all these other people, blah blah blah, and I'm like, that's so crazy, because I was never in those group chats. Those group chats were talking about me. They were like my friends, or people that I thought were my friends, who were talking negatively about me. And this was like well known at the time. Like I was kind of like the main victim. Like I never felt that victimized by it. It was just like whatever, because like a lot of these people, I'm like, okay, maybe they didn't like me. Like I probably kind of already knew that. One of those girls though, I really was like promoting the hell out of, by the way. Like I was really trying. I was like doing these like 2-hour long phone calls with her, like trying to like help her feel like better about herself and this and that. Like I really liked her, and then it turns out that she was in these group chats like talking crazy shit about me. It was so crazy. Anyway, I don't know how this narrative changed, and you know, like there's so many narratives, and like even now just talking about all of this, it's so heavy and exhausting. And I'm someone who in my life, more than anything, I need stability so much. I just need stability. And so in the end, you take a step back. Okay, I can't control if people decide that I was in these group chats. I wasn't. And I really wonder how the narrative changed, like flipped around like that. It was so crazy, because it was like a well-known thing, and like I made like a statement or whatever. I mean, I deleted everything. It was on Facebook way back. The point is, here's the thing though, here's the thing. People who believe things like that, like just because like a commenter on like a plastic surgery video said it, they wanted to dislike me to begin with. Like they came in wanting to dislike me, and then that was like their reason. They're like, she was bullying people on Facebook. And I just have to accept that. Like I can never control the narrative, and in the end, if people want to talk about me, they're gonna talk about me, and if they want to spread crazy things about me, then that's just what they're gonna do. It's fine. It's just a part of it. But the only thing that I can control is how much of myself that I'm giving people to make narratives with. Am I making sense? And it's hard, because you have to understand also that I'm in a lot of circles with other influencers and stuff. It's so hard for me to meet people, because I don't know what preconceived notions they have about me. Like, I don't know what they decided to believe about me. And so it's really hard to like meet new people, especially who are like already influencers or whatever. It's so hard for me to like open up. And I want to say something, okay? It's really easy to weigh up every single mistake someone has ever made in their whole entire life and be like, yeah, she is terrible. But I don't post when I do nice things for people. Why would I post when I do nice things with people? And they probably don't post either. I would never encourage them to post, because if I do something nice to someone and then I'm like, you should post it on your Instagram stories, like, why did I do the nice thing? Did I do it because I wanted to be like a good friend, or did I do it because I want them to post about me on Instagram? Like, that's so weird. You know what I mean? It's like weird. Like, if I give someone a present, I don't want them to post about me, but I'm that friend. I'm telling you now, maybe I'm probably never gonna tell you about this again, because it's so like I'm uncomfortable even talking about this, but I'm such a reliable friend. Like, if you need someone, I'm there, and it doesn't matter how much of an inconvenience it is, but I'm like so there. Like, if you need someone to like pick you up from the airport because your flight landed too late and now there's no taxis and there's no whatever, I will be like, yeah, so let's go pick up our friend. If you like really need someone to like cat sit on this specific day, like I will move my trip so that I can watch your cats on that day. Do you need someone to help you like carry stuff to your pop-up event? I'm there, and you don't even need to ask. These are like very much like real examples, but I feel like, again, it's just like normal friendship, right? Like, you're just like a friend, but I'm not posting like, today I did this for my friend, because that would be so weird. So then if all you're getting is like weird things where it's like, Mika's an evil group chat, and like you never see nice things that I do for people, that I don't know, like maybe I seem like some kind of like devil. But the point is, I started to really believe that I was inherently unlikable, because I'm someone who's like always been growing. I've always changed myself. So what can I realistically control? Can I control that people are gonna decide that I'm like a terrible person? No. What I can control is what I put out into the world, you know? And like, I don't think I'm the first YouTuber who's quit for reasons like this, for sure. Probably I'm just like the only one who's talking about it, and God knows, like maybe I'll take this video down, because it's like, I don't know how much of this I should even really be saying. I don't know, man. Like, everyone's always at your throats. Look at them. Look at them. They are so nice. They are so nice. I think that I prefer the way my life is now, which is where people follow me or like what I make because of what I like actually make, like because of my craft, because of my creativity. I don't know if I really ever should have been someone who is like an influencer. Like, I don't know if I should ever have been an influencer. I don't think I should ever have had so much of my personality out. I've always been a little bit of a chronic oversharer, and that's again because I feel like my audience is so good. Am I bragging? Maybe. But I have such a good audience. Everyone is so nice, and I've met so many of you, and you're all just like so nice. I feel like I can only continue to grow as a person. I can only continue to improve myself as a person, and more than anything right now, I'm really just focused on my business. I have staff now. Did you guys know? What happened? I have staff now. Yeah, I sponsor visas now. Can you believe it? I'm so scared. It's like so stressful. I don't know, you guys. Maybe I'll try getting back into vlogging because I do like it. I think it's fun. And again, I really like my core audience, but gosh, like, as soon as anything leaves my core audience, I don't know why the internet's like this, you guys. Why is the internet like this? And you know what the thing is? Even if, let's say that I am inherently unlikable, I'm like a super unlikable person, and like, there's just nothing I can do about it because I've tried to improve myself constantly, but I'm still inherently unlikable. What does me being so like down about it really do realistically in that scenario? If I am this like unlikable person, then I just gotta accept it and live with it and like move on. All you can ever do is learn from your mistakes. You make mistakes, but you learn from your mistakes, you make amends when applicable, and then you move on with your life with this new knowledge on how to behave, and that's all you can really do. Should we talk about things I need to improve on? I need to start exercising. I really need to start exercising. I think it's gonna be so good for me. I think I'm gonna sleep better. I think I'm gonna feel a lot healthier. At least I need to start stretching, you guys. And I definitely need to eat a little bit more protein because I'm not really into meat, so I'm like, maybe I should get more into beans. This is what my life is right now, okay? I'm like so boring. That's the thing. That's the thing, you guys. So I don't know. Tell me if you want videos about like my work and stuff, because that's kind of all they're coming for you. Like, it's tough because I like making this content. I really like my core audience, but how much of it can my mental health really take? Do you get what I'm saying? Do you get where I'm at? I don't know if I'm being like way out of line here, but in the end, this is who I am. This is real. This is me. I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be now. And I do think I've done really relatively well for myself. Like, someone from my background would never be in this place where I am. It's like so crazy. I guess what I'm trying to say is I really could be a lot more insane. I feel like people don't thank me enough for how much more insane I could be. And it really is like a daily thing for me to stay sane. I really, really mean that. Like, every day I like wake up and I'm like, okay, like, let's be sane, and then like things go wrong and I'm like, whew, like, let's be sane. It's very much like I'm really like holding it together, you guys. And you know, like, if people won't give me grace, then I want to give myself grace. I want to be kind to myself. I'm gonna cry. Oh my gosh, I'm actually gonna cry. I've never said that out loud before. I've really tried really hard to get to where I am. Really, like, it's been so much effort, and my effort does not end here. My cat is like super trying to get into the automatic feeder, and in the end I have everything I need. I'm so lucky that I have everything I need. How nice is that? I have so many incredible, supportive friends. These days, my relationship with my siblings is great, and my relationship with my mom is a place where I never thought it would be. I have my business and it's doing great. I have my cats, I have my partner, I have my cute little apartment. Oh my god. And I'm happy. And I just don't want to invite too much volatility into my life because I am someone who is naturally very volatile, and I don't want to offset my stability. And I feel like a lot of you guys can understand that. That's not to say I won't post anymore. I'm gonna try a little bit. I'm gonna try to vlog a bit, and I'm gonna see how insane I feel. it's possible that the more distant style of influencing that I have been engaging with for the past few months has maybe been better for me, for my mental health. But I do miss talking to you guys like this. It's complicated. There's not really a right answer. It is hard. I'm wearing trousers because I want to be decent for you guys. I'm not much of a trousers wearer at home. Okay guys, maybe that's enough for now. I've been filming for an hour. Can you believe? So, thank you for watching and listening. I hope that you can understand me a little more, perhaps. That'd be nice.